can't see them, but they've been watching us for a while now, like puppeteers, making us dance with all our strings while we're sleeping. When we're awake, I saw them from the window. Their eyes were so beautiful, like bulging yellow daggers of light. Now I understand. I, I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me. No strings on me. I'm so sorry for what is about to happen.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was already filming. Hello. Did you know that drawing or sketching, whether good or bad, can enhance creativity, improve memory, relieve stress, and help with coordination? As long as you have fun while drawing, you can find it is a great use of time, and there are numerous health benefits attributed to sketching. My name is Adrian, and today I will be attempting to demonstrate how to draw. I am best at drawing reptiles, so I will draw a dragon for this demonstration. I chose to demonstrate this because it is a very calming and fun activity that you can get very invested into, and this is an activity where you don't even need to do well to enjoy this experience. Another reason is simply because I like drawing and think everyone should be able to have fun drawing. I learned to draw from a lot of time and practice and understanding that mistakes in drawing could turn into good things. So, before I start drawing, obviously this is my paper I'm going to use. It's a art notebook that I got for Christmas, I think. This part isn't really important, just you need a piece of paper. And just to show all the things I'm using, I have a pen, obviously this pencil, and another pencil right here, just in case this first one breaks or something bad happens. And also, before I start again, if something bad happens with the camera, like camera angle or something, I apologize, because this camera setup is wackier than your wildest dreams, so sorry. And also, I am like a tiny bit sick, so if I have the sniffles or cough or something, I apologize. And also, another thing that I want to throw out there is if you have like no imagination or something and can't even comprehend how to draw like dragons specifically, because that's what I will be doing, you can get like a how to draw dragons book, or any book about how to draw step by step. I got this one a long time ago, and basically it just tells you, contents, how to do shading and stuff, and shading styles, and what all about that sort of thing. They got like different styles, like with pens or pencils, how to construct the creatures with using shapes first, and creating the textures of like scales, things up here, But yeah, these things are pretty useful too, because you can see, it shows you like there's a lot of different cool things you can do. And I've used they actually they do work. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I think they sell these at like random stores like Hobby Lobby and that sort of thing. That's where I got that. And also, just, if you're interested in dragon stuff, whatever, you can just buy books, whatever. The facts that I will be talking about during the silence, I will have gotten obviously from online, and also books that I have, this is this one that I pulled up. This one, it's got lots of dragons. Anyway, so basically, I guess what I will be drawing today is some sort of fire dragon, I guess. And also, I apologize again with the camera angle, because it's gonna kind of inhibit how I will be able to draw, because it's uncomfortable with this camera angle. Anyway, yeah, so like a dragon breathing fire is, I think, what I want to do. So basically, obviously, oh, you don't want that. You kind of start with the body, because I mean, I don't know why you would start with anything else. So kind of just, I don't know, you can draw however you want your kind of dragon. I'm just gonna draw like a real nice tail, and obviously I can go in and erase this if I, want to, or think something could be better. I feel like just a little bit wider over here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Over here. Yeah, okay. You know what, actually, maybe you could see, this is, artists are always about perfection, but that's kind of impossible. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, so basically just, get the basic body of the thing you want to draw out of the way, and then we can focus on the details much later on. So we kind of just want to have like a even kind of shape going on here with the tail, and then starts to get bigger as the body goes on. What do I want to do here? I'll have this open up a little bit more even as well, because then we'll have it kind of go up even a little bit, kind of chest thing out of the way. And then dragons usually have long necks as well, so okay. And then the head, or skull, jaws can be a little bit tricky to draw for these sort of things, because I don't know, it's just very mistake kind of thing. I feel like I kind of want to do a shorter snout on this thing, so let's see how this turns out. Alright, let's do kind of like, and obviously we can always come back in later to fix everything if we, yeah, that's a little bit too short. As I was saying, we can come in and fix anything that we don't like whenever we want, because it's obviously a drawing, I think it's starting to get a bit of a good shape. Let's, obviously, characteristically, dragons, people usually draw them with horns, so let's not skip out on that little tradition, I suppose. And we can draw 2 horns, so we'll have like one on the other side, but we can get in on that a little later. Just draw, just for, so it looks like there's 2 sides. It's not a 2-dimensional creature, but yeah, so oh, run on a lead again. But anyway, yeah, so I actually think the shape of this is turning out kind of well for what I'm envisioning. So that's kind of the basic shape. We're gonna obviously need to draw the wings soon, and legs, obviously, you know, that sort of thing. More details. Thinking about drawing some spikes, which, you know, obviously just you can go crazy with your drawings, do whatever you want. It's a chance to let your creativity run wild and rampant. So I think I'm gonna draw arms, kind of. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Yeah, okay. Make sure not to put too much pressure on your drawings, because as that happened, they can obviously just snap. But pressure is also important because it can help with like shadings. You can get different kind of colors of different things you're trying to go for, you know. So yeah, I feel imperfection. Humans always want to be perfect, but it's quite impossible. I think I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm liking this so far. Yeah, okay, alright, yeah. And I'll want like another arm over here, though. This could get a little trickier because I'm gonna draw like wings over here soon. So, and don't be afraid to like draw over these lines, because you can obviously go back and erase them. Oh yeah, another thing. Usually it's a really good idea to start your original sketch with a pencil, so obviously you can go back and erase it with the eraser as opposed to using a pen where you can't erase that, and you could have some problems later on with that. Yeah. Sorry, just thinking. I'm not really used to talking while drawing, because it's kind of a creative and free-thinking thing, and I like to just think a lot, so I might stop talking. I'm not trying to. Just thinking, you know, everybody does it. Anyway, yeah. This is actually really pretty good, decent little shape thing going on here. Obviously, that little bump right there is bothering me. But, yeah, so I guess I can put in some, like, little facts about drawing and me and dragons and stuff. So, I used to draw a lot when I was a child, but I kind of stopped around the time when I moved to Florida in, like, 2nd grade, I would say, because I felt like I wasn't really good. This teeth could be interesting. Yeah. But about a year ago is when I decided to try it again and see how it was, because I do really like drawing like reptiles and stuff, as I previously said. Um, and I also remember how much fun it was to draw, because it actually honestly is. Like, I don't know, I'm a creative person, so it just, I really enjoy it. And the first time I did it after I started again, I really enjoyed my illustration and thought I would try some more illustrations. Um, I don't know anyone in my direct family that especially draws besides me, so I'm not sure where I like got this want to draw. I think it was my grandparents that asked me to draw a picture for them, and I just decided to that I liked doing that and that I'd want to do that more. Um, and so I just kind of did. Uh, hold on. Yeah. Um, and I do know that my great grandfather actually he used to watch Bob Ross. I wasn't really, he kind of died before I could remember that, but I think watching Bob Ross is very fun, can be relaxing, and his paintings are truly stunning, like honestly stunning. And I don't know. No, that looks good. Um, yeah, and there are actually three different countries that still have dragons in their flags, back from like a long time ago, which is actually kind of cool. I think they're Wales, Malta, and Bhutan. They still have dragons on their national flags. And I do know actually that the Welsh flag is a red dragon, and in their mythology, it's a dragon like that that fights um, an evil white dragon in the days of King Arthur, like the Sword and the Stone and the Round Table, and the red dragon was said to symbolize the Welsh. Um, and the white dragon was said to symbolize the evil Anglo Saxons that failed to conquer their lands. Um, Dragons are actually very interesting, as they're viewed as evil and fearsome heralds of fire and death in the West, as in like Europe and Northern Africa, kind of parts of the Middle East, I suppose you could say. Um, but actually, in Asia, they're commonly viewed as good omens and kind creatures that bring wealth and luck, and they're shown differently as well. They're usually large, or European dragons are usually large, strong, mean, um, greedy reptiles. They try to kill everything they see, basically. Um, and in contrast, Asian dragons are like snake-like reptiles with antlers and bright colors, and they don't have wings. Usually, they like fly with magic, basically. And they're just altogether very different kind of mythologies. But actually, speaking of mythologies, I think if I remember correctly, when I was looking into this, basically oh jeez, all mythologies and like continents, countries, in their origins, all have stories about flying, fire-breathing, snake-like reptiles that the ancient peoples feared and revered in their times, which is very interesting. You wouldn't like think about that kind of. It's a very common coincidence, you know. So I think I'm just gonna get some big old spikes on this guy. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, I think. I think I'm gonna add kind of starting the beginnings of wings here. So it might go kind of like that. And I'm gonna return to the facts that I was talking about. But yeah, dragons can live in like, they're supposed to live in like any kind of habitat. Like oceans, waters, forests, caves, you know, that sort of thing. And they can eat like sheep, cows they steal from farms, fish from the oceans and rivers, humans. Some of the bigger ones were said to eat elephants and whales, and for some reason, a lot of them like princesses and just like, I don't know, young girls to eat as their favorite snacks for some reason. Not entirely sure where that myth part came from. It's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's something going on there with that. Art though, art is actually a very interesting topic. You see, there's lots of interesting things about like fun facts and stuff, like I think the original modern Olympic Games, the creator thought that art should also be an Olympic sport because he thought that any true Olympian should have the qualities of an athlete and an artist, I guess, for imagination and strength, which is kind of interesting, kind of cool, I would say, for sure. I really want to get these wings out of the way. So yeah, that's the kind of interesting. Another one is that the color wheel predates the United States, which I guess you wouldn't think about that, but I thought that was kind of cool. And also, Sir Isaac Newton invented it in 1706 when he refracted white light into 6 different dominant colors. And it helped a lot of artists at the time to kind of like pick colors and shades for them, I suppose. Because before then, they would just have to kind of test them and hope that they were on par with what their imagination was looking for, which is still something that a lot of artists do. It's a lot. It can be difficult, I suppose. I don't know. I need more ink or lead. But yeah, just the important thing is just to have fun when drawing, which is what I'm doing, unfortunately, which is making me not want to talk. Again, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, this is actually, I like this. I think the next wing will go up here. Yeah, okay, so how to kind of go. Oh, we can have like a town on there. It's kind of like art's kind of like an on the spot thing, you kind of just make things up as you go. Which, I mean, it can be a good thing to learn. Making things up as like, improv or whatever, smart thinking, cunning, those are all like good qualities for speakers, which I'm definitely not, because I keep going quiet and I feel like this is really boring for you guys. Anyway, so basically, it's a little bit of history about art. The first predated discoverings of drawings and art, I think, were about 500,000 years ago on like shells. Created by, they believe, the hominid species Homo erectus. And so just to put that in like to perspective, we as a species, Homo sapiens, I think we were first dated around, like our first, what's the word, evidence of us being around was about 300,000 years ago. So since even before our times, there's been art. And I think before us there will also be art, obviously, because art's a very, I don't want to say constant, because it's always, art forms are always changing. Everyone's got their own art forms. But it is also a constant thing, because everyone consistently likes art in all its different ways. It's just a really beautiful thing that you can use to express yourself. I don't like that. I feel like I could do better there. But yeah, that's really interesting. And a lot of people think they're not really good at drawing, and so they don't even draw. But I think it's about having fun and the experience, rather than creating a masterpiece. Besides, even if your end product looks off, you can just say it's abstract art, you know. But anyway, so, gosh, I feel like no, that's too far of an indent. Perfectionist. Yeah, okay, this should turn out well. Now, after this. So, let's do some kind of, actually, where was my, so I have 4 things that you should remember to help with your art. Just to have fun when you're drawing. Number 1, lower your expectations when you're drawing, because we all come in with these high expectations, and oh my, we're gonna make a masterpiece that rivals Leonardo da Vinci's works, and no, we're not. Like, let's be honest. Like, it might, usually the case, we'll get disappointed, discouraged, but honestly, just be happy that you have the ability to draw anything at all, and just accept your own works, and have fun, have fun. And another thing is, number 2, enjoy your art products as you make them, not at the end. Just as Ralph Waldo Emerson said, it's not about the destination, it's the journey, which I think are actually pretty wise words to live by. Oh, come on, really? Freaking dog hair everywhere. Sad. Fire. Number 3, though, is draw things you actually enjoy. Like, if you're not doing anything that you like, why are you even doing it? Like, if you're doing something you don't like, hopefully you're doing it for a reason that'll help benefit your future, I guess. But if it makes us feel better when we draw something that we like and know we're good at drawing. And number 4, As Bob Ross said, there are no mistakes, only happy little accidents. And he's just telling us that, as in life and in just drawing, we make mistakes and we can learn from these mistakes because they help us grow and better ourselves as people. And everyone is different. And sometimes the mistakes that we make, they happen for a reason, and we can use the mistakes to actually make something that we didn't expect, and something that is just better than what we at first wanted, which is definitely what's going on here, because I actually didn't think this would go out this well. Anyway, something else that I discovered is that, obviously, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier when I was drawing and whatever. You can use a, like, kind of reference or a model to, help with your drawing. So you're not, like, stuck or whatever. You can look at stuff to help you figure out what it is you're trying to draw. Like, just ideas, kind of. But be careful if you're using an online like image, it's heavily frowned upon, and just make sure you're using permission when you do that. You don't want to copyright. Copywriting is, you can do that with everything, not just with typing assignments for your teachers, believe it or not. Yeah, this is weird. I did not expect it to turn out this well already. I think what I'm gonna do at some point is just cut it and show you the finished product once I'm done talking about all my points and whatever, because there's a certain, like, you guys will kind of get the point after a while. Something else that makes any picture look better is like shading, using different colors and tools to do these things, because it adds different, like, textures and whatnot in your works, and it just adds depth and light into these things, and it just helps it make it look what's the word I'm looking for, more adult and sophisticated, kind of more. It makes it look better, I guess, is what I'm trying to think of. Dang. Okay, anyway. Obviously, we gotta draw like a little kind of underbelly thing going on. But I think I'm nearing the points I'm gonna make. Just going back to dragons, because I guess, I don't know, some fun little things. In mythologies, when you kill a dragon, certain parts of the dragons, they will have different abilities, like magical properties that they can grant you, which is kind of, I don't know, crazy, I guess. Something that probably a lot of ancient heroes would have wanted to do. Because, magic, power. Because we're all drawn to that sort of thing. As humans, is only part of human nature. Anyway, if you ate the heart of a dragon, it would supposedly bestow upon you the understanding and speech of birds. Or in some areas, some people think just all animals as a whole, not just birds. A dragon's tongue, eating that would bestow upon you the power of great charisma in talking and the ability to win any argument. Personally, I can think of a couple ways to use that ability against certain people. And dragon's blood is used as like a cure-all for mortal, immortal wounds. As in like stab wounds from swords, or like headaches, stomach aches, fever, or even stuff as extreme as like tumors, kidney stones, that sort of thing. Which is honestly kind of wild. So I don't think I have anything else to strictly talk about right now, so I think I will cut to when I'm done and then make my finishing remarks then. So yeah, hello again. So this is my finished product, and as you can see, it's probably better than you and even I originally thought it would be. I'm actually quite proud of this. But anyway, so I guess you could say the moral of this is just keep giving up, or oh my gosh, keep giving up. No, that's a mistake. Keep trying, don't give up. Just, whatever. You'll be happy with your product eventually if you just keep pushing. And you'll have things like this, and I guess things also like that. Also like that, and that is a colored one that I've done. So that's pretty much all of the drawing portion, and also, I guess, to keep up with the streak of showing our dogs in these demonstrations. This is my dog. Hey, Kai. Come here, buddy. He's a good boy. You a good boy? So, anyways, he's very playful. That's about it. See you.